welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. To become a part of my Creased Nation fam, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys know exactly when I post new videos. I post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so you guys definitely don't want to be missing out on content. So in other news, today we are doing this look, which is another colorful look, which is also not very common for me to do. And I tried the NYX Off Tropic Eyeshadow palette on my eyes today, and hear my thoughts, see what I thought exactly about this eyeshadow palette. And if you like to see the whole makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna start off with so let's start off with skin prep, and I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream. I'm not going to be using this all over my face, but literally just on the highest points of my cheeks, and that may have been a bit too much. And just rubbing this in. So I'm doing skin prep first so that it seeps into my skin before we apply the foundation over. And then just spraying some Smashbox Photo Finish Social Coconut Primer Water. Whew. So I'm going to start off with my brows. I don't want anything hectic, and you guys know I always tell you this, my brows are kind of full. It already is in the shape, and I just kind of brush it up, and then the side hairs I brush to the side. So this is a clear MAC brow finisher, and I'm going to just be putting this onto my brows and setting it in place at the front of the brow. This is almost like a wax. A spoolie brush again, I'm just brushing it up. Now, still using Old Faithful products, I'm using the Maybelline Brow Precise, well, it's Brow Satin in the medium brown shade, and going in on the arch of my brow. So I don't want the front of my brow to be really defined at all, so I'm starting off at the arch, and I'm just gonna fill in the outside lightly and then just shape the tail of my brow as well. So now that our brows are done, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm going to be just placing that on my eyes, and obviously just priming the eye before we get started with eyeshadow, and then using my finger to just blend that in. So before we set that in place, I'm using the LA Girl Pure Beige Concealer, and I'm placing this under my brow, just using that also as a brow highlight and to clean up underneath. Just taking a small beauty blender now, and I'm just blending that in. The step that I always take is powdering my lids with powder, and we all know that this is for a seamless blend when you are applying eyeshadow. So I just bought these color brushes, and they are from Dischem. I usually have some in my makeup kit for my clients, but I decided to just get some for myself because the Morphe brushes that I've been using, I just don't like the blend that they've been giving me, so I decided to try out these, and hopefully they will give me a better blend. And then I also purchased the NYX Off Tropic Eyeshadow palette, and this eyeshadow palette, I mean, this is not necessarily something that I would usually buy. This is not my first choice, and I was really going between this one, which is Hasta La Vista, and then the other one, I don't recall the name, but I'll leave it down below. And that one has such pretty shades. It has 2 brown shades, which would have really had me sold on buying that palette, but I wanted to try something a little bit more out of my comfort zone, so I took this one. And I'm gonna do a purple look, I think, yeah. So I'll go in with this purple shade, starting off on my lid. I'm just going to pack that on pigments of the shadow is quite high and it's easy to use. I'm not really getting that much fallout from it, which is great. I'm just going to be picking up the darker purple shade and putting that just on top, basically in the crease. Now I'm going to be picking up my blending brush and let's go into this peach shade. So I want to just blend the shadow out slightly in my crease, and I'm going to use the peach shade to do that. So the eyeshadow seemed to blend quite nicely. Again, like I said, there was no fallout when I applied, and it's really highly pigmented. I just love that about it. I'm going to go in with this dark purple shade again, and I want to be placing that over the purple that we first placed down. I just want to deepen that up a bit more. Now I'm going to use the Urban Decay Glide On Liner, and this is the Love Drug shade. It is a purpley shade, and I'm going to just run that on my lash line. Taking the small brush, I just want to see if I can blend that out. So now using the Maybelline and Puma collaboration mascara, just applying this onto my top lashes. So I'm currently reviewing a foundation, and that's why I just applied it off camera. So I'm going to use the Pure Beige LA Girl HD Pro Concealer again and placing this underneath my eyes. Placing it on my chin, my nose, and then the center of my forehead between my eyebrows. Bless me, Lord. This is not damp, so I'm just going to spray some primer water on there and start off on my chin, just blending that in. So I'm just using loose setting powder, and I'm going to be setting that under my eyes. And I use the Almay loose finishing powder in the shade light medium. I've been using this in most of my videos recently, so if you've been with me for a while. I'm just going to use my Ted Baker bronzer. Guys, I really need to buy cheek stuff because I've just been using the same stuff over and over and over again, and I feel like I am really boring you with my products. But just placing that onto my cheeks. And can anyone guess what this is? Oh wait, wow! It's Palladio bronzer in Tiny Bikini that I use all the time. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's still going strong, I must admit. I've been using it for a while and it really lasts so long. So just bronzing my cheeks up, feeling like a bit of a clown at this stage. So I just want to tone that down because the eyes, I feel like, should be the only thing really popping, and I don't want my cheeks or anything to have color on it really. So just toning that way down, and I'm just using my powder brush to do that. I'm just going to take a small brush, some of that Palladio again, and I'm going to contour the sides of my nose, put some dimension back in there. I don't know what's happening today, but my stuff is looking so pigmented. What is going on? Let's use the Switch Beauty Wet Shine palette and taking the shade Clapback, putting it on the highest points of my cheeks, and I'm going to slightly also do the front of my cheek. Now going up on the brow bone, let's do some orange underneath. And then I'm going to take some of that dark purple shade as well and then just place it on the outside corner. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the LA Girl Precise eyeliner, and this is in the shade Tropical. So I'm just going to line the inside of my waterline. So I don't want anything too hectic on my lips. And I'm going to take the Smashbox liquid lip, and it's the always on liquid lipstick in Psychic Medium. It's like a nice brownish shade. And I'm going to line with the MAC Chestnut lip liner. So because this is a bit darker than what I still would like it, I'm going to take Influentially by MAC and place it over there. Now just using the Smashbox Primer Water again. It'll help if I place it towards my face. So for lashes, I'm going to try the Enchanted lashes. So I've never used these by Eylure, and it is the Oops-a-Daisy style. I love it because it is quite fuller at the end, and it does wing out a bit, and then it is quite sparse at the inner eye area. So this is what it looks like in the package, and I just take off the right one first, and we're going to measure this. So obviously when you just buy lashes, they're not necessarily going to fit to your size, your eye size. So just take the lash, and then to measure it, I'm just placing it down in the middle and seeing kind of how much needs to come off. So there is quite a bit that needs to come off, but because I don't want to really take off too much of the style by cutting the end, I'm going to cut off more towards the front. So you want to cut off a small amount and then measure again and just see where exactly the lash fits. If it doesn't, then you can cut a bit more off. I'm just placing it on my eye just to see if it will fit fine. And it does fit fine. So now we can take that off and then just trim the other one in the exact same place that you trimmed the first one. So I'm covering just enough to cover the band, but not too thick, or else it will take longer to dry. And I'm doing the other one as well, because this glue from Eylure takes a bit longer to dry, and you need it to be tacky in order for it to stick down properly the first time. So it's somewhat tacky now, and I'm going to be placing it in the center first. If it doesn't stick down the first time that you place it down, it means that the glue still needs to dry a bit. And while it's still tacky, you want to just move it around to exactly where you want the eyelash to be placed. So as you can see the difference, no lash and then the lash, I just love how it's kind of pulling my eye upwards because the outer part is more of a wing situation going on. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up. Please comment and subscribe, like, do the damn things. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye. If you don't involve money, then I don't accept. Something like this.